Hey guys, welcome to the Art Occultist. My name is Elisa and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Today I have a few things to share with you. First, we will start with an update about this channel and this space, and I want to talk about a little bit about my secondary channel. So I've been on YouTube for 3 or 4 years now, and the Art Occultist as a channel space has changed over time a lot of. I've tried doing a lot of things with this channel. Last year, I had a very powerful experience with my matron goddess Hecate. And basically the aftermath of this experience was that she asked me to do public readings in her name, and I tried doing them, those collective messages from her, here on this channel, The Art Occultist. Let me just say that the algorithm gods didn't like this very much because it was clashing with the previous content that I was already posting, which was more of a tarot and personal exploration on my spiritual path. So I tried making the Art Occultist only about channeled messages from Hecate, and it didn't quite fit because I want a space where I can share about my personal spiritual explorations, and I also felt that this type of oracular work needed a space of its own. So last month I created a second channel, the Liminal Oracle. So I am in the process of moving all of my readings from Hecate for the collective on that new platform, the Liminal Oracle, here on YouTube. You can go check it out and subscribe if this is something of interest to you. On the Art Occultist, the future of this channel is still going to be active and up, but I am slowly going to be returning to my roots of sharing personal, deeply personal explorations, my tarot practice, etc. With the caveat that I have pre-scheduled readings from Hecate here on the channel, on the Art Occultist, and they are still going to come here on the Art Occultist. Those videos are scheduled till the end of April, and I still stand behind those readings and those messages from Hecate. But sadly, I no longer have the files so that I can re-upload them to the new place, the Liminal Oracle. So yeah, those readings are going to come out on the Art Occultist, but after the end of April, I will slowly be returning to more personal content when it comes to the Art Occultist. And I have already filmed a series of perfect pairs that are going to come from the beginning of May till, yeah, I've scheduled those perfect pair videos from the beginning of May and so on. After those scheduled videos are up, I'm going to start posting on a weekly basis, and like I said, the content on the Art Occultist will be more of a personal style content about my personal practice, about Hecate, my relationship with her, about spiritual relationship in general. I want to speak about how I use my tarot collection, why I have collection in the first place, etc. So yeah, this is the update. The Art Occultist is slowly going back to its roots, speaking about spirituality, tarot, life. I want to start doing and bringing more about my art and my artistic practices here on the channel as well. So we will see how these things are going to come up. The other thing is that I want to be creating more vlog type of videos, so keep that in mind. And if you are interested in continuing receiving collective messages from Hecate, go ahead and subscribe to the new channel, the Liminal Oracle. The link is in the description box down below. The other updates the other update that I have is that I'm lowering my prices for the membership space. So I'll still have the 3 tiers up, but the prices are going to be more affordable. So you can check that out if you want to. And I'm also contemplating and toying with the idea of significantly lowering my prices on my decks on makeplayingcards.com, because Make Playing Cards, as a consumer, it's a space where the prices are high enough already. So I'm toying with the idea of lowering the prices of my decks in my shop on Make Playing Cards so that they become more affordable for you guys. But yeah, we will see. I haven't decided yet on that one, and I'll let you know through a public post if I change my prices for the decks available. Yeah, the other thing, you can still purchase a personal reading with me on my Ko-fi page, and you can check my portfolio, my art on there as well in the gallery section. Yeah, that's all of the updates that I have for you guys for today. And now to the more exciting part of this video. If you are a returning subscriber viewer, you may know that last year I had another profound experience with Hecate that actually is still changing and affecting my practice to this day. And I have spoken about it on the channel previously. So I was doing 30 days of devotion to her around the anniversary of my first encounter with her. So I first reached out to Hecate in August of 2024. Last year in August, I did 30 days of devotional to her in honor of that first contact. And in one of my meditations in this period of devotion last year, she showed me myself as a dragon. And this vision led me down a rabbit hole of exploring dragons, dragon magic, the symbolism of dragons, the serpent as well. I researched an epithet of Hecate, Hecate Dracaena, meaning the she-dragon, and all of those things. And dragons and the symbol of dragons has become very important for me personally. This is everything that I'm going to say for now about that. But I'm mentioning it because today I received this. This is a new tarot deck, new to me, the Tarot of Dragons. And I've been contemplating purchasing this deck since I had this vision last year. So almost a year of contemplating whether or not I should get it. Finally, I broke down, and last month I ordered it. I waited roughly a month for it to get to me. And I want to do an unboxing and first impression with you guys. I normally don't do this on the channel because I don't get that many decks. And if I do a review, I prefer to have a prior relationship to the item, the deck that I'm reviewing. But yeah, today we are unboxing the Tarot of Dragons. This is a Llewellyn deck, and I wanted to record my first impressions. Now I have watched a walkthrough, but it was a while ago. It was last year when I first came across this deck after my vision. So I am coming to this deck with fresh eyes, fresh perspective, and I have a very clear idea of how I want to use this in my practice and the purpose that it will serve in my collection. So let me open it up. And yeah, so is this type of content of unboxing tarot decks something that you wish to see from me, to see my first impressions of decks, etc.? Is this something that will be of interest to you? Tell me in the comment section down below. Although, like I said, I don't get that many new decks anymore, but it's still something that I might contemplate doing whenever I get a new deck. So, Tarot of Dragons, it comes in one of those big Llewellyn boxes. This is what it looks like, the back side. Okay, so, ooh, it's nice. This is the book. It's full color and it's really colorful. Okay, yeah, it is full color, typical for Llewellyn. It's very colorful, very bright. Yeah, this deck, this is actually first edition, third printing from 2024. The artwork looks stunning, but I don't have anything more to say because I'm just opening this up. So this is the inside of the box. With Llewellyn, I don't know, I don't like that they use such large boxes, but I always manage to reuse the bigger box. I never keep my deck in this if it is a working deck for me. I typically take the box and reuse it for something else, for storage, or yeah. So this is the deck, the back, so let me open it up and we will go through the cards one by one if I manage to get inside of this plastic. And I really don't like the fact that they wrap everything in plastic as well. It's not my favorite thing. I like the Llewellyn cardstock. I have a few Llewellyn decks, and I like the glossy cardstock of their decks typically. I know that last year they switched. I don't have any of their newer decks. But this feels very flimsy, to be quite honest. Let me just pause for a second to grab one of my older decks by this publisher so that I can compare the cardstock, because this indeed feels very flimsy. Like, look at it. It doesn't seem to have a core at all. I don't think I like this very much. Let me go grab my Darkwood Tarot and we will compare and contrast. Okay, I am back. I have my Darkwood Tarot, my trusted Darkwood. The size is the same. I don't know, it feels thinner though. Yeah, it feels thinner. This is not the most sturdy card as well, but I don't know, this feels thinner. Let me compare the thickness of the two decks side by side. No, they're exactly the same thickness. I don't know what's happening, but Tarot of Dragons really feels thinner. I don't know. Yeah, if they I saw a few videos about one of their newer decks, the Hedgewitch Tarot or something, where the cardstock was pretty much paper. It wasn't really cardstock, and I'm a bit worried because I am really excited by the new Vampire's Tale Tarot by Abigail Larson and Sasha Graham that is to come out in late September this year. By Llewellyn. I am a bit worried if it has the same cardstock as this Hedgewitch Tarot or something, but yeah, I feel that the Tarot of Dragons is on a thinner cardstock than the Darkwood. It's just something just doesn't feel quite as their older cardstock. But anyway, so the cards, I'll probably edge them in blue to match the backs. Those are the backs. And it's glossy. So the full card. We have a very proud dragon, but instead of a dog, we have a little tiger. The shaman instead of the magician. I am okay with the change here from the magician to the shaman in terms of the title. The artwork, it's pretty Rider-Waite-Smith true. I like the art style. I like the depiction of the dragon here so far in those first two cards. The High Priestess, I like that a lot actually. And so far, this deck captures draconian energy much better than I have the Smoke, Ash and Embers, which is a very sweet and gentle deck. But when it comes to dragon energy, I experience it much more as much more powerful, and I think that this deck captures it better for me. We are on the Emperor. Overall, I like the depiction of this card, but for me, I associate the Emperor card with the color red and dark orange, so I would have preferred to see a Emperor in this color scheme instead of blue. But it is what it is. The Hierophant, it's very interesting depiction. And I'm interested to see whether or not they used real dragon mythology for the card representation. The Lover's card, this is a beautiful Lover's card. I love the how they meet. The Chariot has a bit of an Asian motif, and I like that there's a combination between Asian style dragons that are more slimmer and more of the European or Western depiction of dragons that are more strong and heavy, if that makes sense. And by the way, I really like this Strength card. The Hermit. I like it, not my favorite Hermit card. The Wheel of Fortune. This is a good depiction of the Wheel of Fortune, if I have to be honest. If you're interested, I might do a review after some time, after I have worked with this for some time. I like that in the Justice cards on the scales we have a O owl and a mice. I like that representation. The hanged dragon. That's cool. I like that it's yellow in color because the hangman, in terms of energy, is suspension of action and activity, and the color yellow is associated with the heart, with the solar plexus chakra, which is all about activity. And yeah, the death card. I really like this depiction. Yeah, so far not bad at all. Temperance, very strangely looking dragon. It looks more like a bird than a lizard, and I experienced draconic energy much more like this, with the ferocity, with it being visually depicted as a reptile, I don't know, than this depiction of a dragon that resembles a bird almost. I don't know, I'm curious to see how this reads, the Tower card. I like how the dragon is actually destroying the Tower card. The Moon card. I get why they use tigers, but I am partial because I love seeing a wolf and a dog on my Moon card. The Sun card, on the other hand, I absolutely love. Maybe this is maybe my favorite card so far from this deck. Judgment, not my favorite, but not a bad depiction. And we have the Universe card. I like this. I really like this depiction of the Universe card. Okay, then we move into the suits. And we start with the Wands. Ace of Wands. I actually love this. And it looks way better in person than it appears on the screen right now. Yeah, I love this. Two of Wands. This was on the cover of the box. And I actually like this for the two. I love that the dragon is holding the earth in his claw. It's a very good depiction. And I resonate the most with this red depiction of the dragon. This is how I see the dragon that is present in my practice. Are you interested in hearing me speak more about my experience with the draconian current and dragons in my practice as a whole? So if you're interested in hearing about that, let me know in the comment section down below and I will make a video. I love this Four of Wands. It's very it captures the energy of the Four of Wands perfectly. The Five of Wands. So far, I really enjoy the minor arcana. The Eight, I like when artists use more creativity when they depict the Eight of Wands, and I really like this depiction. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, that's great. And the Ten of Wands. And we move to the Court cards. Page of Wands. Knight. Okay, the Queen. I really love this Queen of Wands. And the King. Then we move to the cup suit, and they are very blue. And to be quite honest, I don't really like the vibrancy of this blue color. It almost looks toxic in a way, in a sense. I would much rather prefer they used a more subdued or more jewel toned blue. Something like this. But it is what it is. The Five of Cups, it's a good depiction, and this is a Rider-Waite-Smith type of deck, so very easy to read. It's basically a Rider-Waite-Smith but with dragons. Ten of Cups. It's a bit too bright and too busy for me. But I loved the Wands suit in this deck. The Knight of Cups. I like the polar bear in the background. The other thing that I'm noticing with this deck is that it incorporates a lot of nature and wild animals. And there's a strong connection between the dragons as a mythological figure of protection, protectors of nature and nature. So I really like that they incorporated that energy visually. So we are in the Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. I like this. Although the green here also is a bit too bright, too neon, if you will. For example, here in the Four of Pentacles, the colors are more subdued and I prefer that. And in the Five of Pentacles as well. I love this Six of Pentacles with the bears. I love bear energy, so great Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, Eight, great depiction of the Eight. The Nine of Pentacles, I like it. Ten of Pentacles, and Page, Knight, Queen, and the kings actually are sires in this deck, which makes sense for a dragon. And then we move to the swords with the Ace of Swords. Excuse me, my mind is a bit scattered today. Oh, Three of Swords. This is an interesting depiction of the Three of Swords. And I like it. It's different. I like it. It's powerful. And the Three of Swords is a very powerful experience. I like that in this depiction, the dragon is the victorious one. Seven of Swords. Yeah, that's so playful. With the little dragon trying to steal the bone from the big dragon. Cute. Eight of Swords. I don't really like this because in the Eight of Swords, I like to see a way out for the figure to step out if they choose to do so. And in this one, it is way too tangled up. So not my favorite. Nine of Swords, I like this. And the Ten of Swords, I also really like this depiction. Okay, final four court cards. The Page, the Knight, very cool. The Queen of Swords, Yep. And the Sire. Okay, so overall, my first impressions, I like some of the cards more than others. For example, this Death card is amazing. It has elements that deeply resonate with my experience with this sort of energy and symbolism. I like that it has variety in terms of depicting Eastern dragons and Western dragons. I somewhat like that it's color coded for the suits. I don't like that it's overly saturated and the colors appear a bit toxic at some places. For example, this yellow, way too bright. But for example, this yellow for the full, I love this. So I'm a bit torn apart because of this, because I am a very visual reader, and color plays a huge role in how I experience energy. So yeah, overall, it's an okay deck. I don't think I can say much more than that because I haven't used it. I don't have experience reading with it. And I think that I will do a proper review after some time. So yeah, guys, that's everything for now. I was very excited about this deck. I still am. And I am eager to see what the guidebook has to offer in terms of whether or not they used actual mythology in the creation of it, and etc. That's everything from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I am excited for this new chapter of this channel. And thank you for your support. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.